Suppose you had the following information about a company and you wanted to calculate the basic earnings per share for that company, but you had no clue on how to do that. Well, you've come to the right place because I'm Professor Capko. I'm going to help you do just that. So let's take a look at what we have. We have a company with a net income of $4,340,000,000. On January 1st of that year, we have the number of common shares outstanding is 900,754,717 shares. The same year, at the end of the year, there was an increase in number of shares throughout the year, either through issuance of new shares or a stock split, something along those lines. Whatever it is that caused there to be more shares outstanding, perhaps they sold some of the treasury shares. We now have 1,146,415,095 shares outstanding. For purposes of this, we're going to assume that there's only one class of stock, and that is common stock, and that there is no preferred shares in this company. So we're going to figure out the basic earnings per share, otherwise known as EPS, the earnings per share. If you are liking this kind of content, please give me a thumbs up, and that will help with the YouTube algorithm to get this out to more people who need this kind of information, and it'll help me grow the channel. The first thing we want to know is the formula. The formula for earnings per share is this: net income divided by the average of the common shares outstanding. Net income divided by the average of the common shares outstanding. So the thing we need to do is figure out what is the average number of common shares outstanding. And to find the average of anything, is we're going to take the beginning balance of shares and we're going to add to that the ending balance. And we're going to divide by 2 because we've got a beginning and an ending. So we're going to divide by 2. I'm going to go ahead and use my calculator so we can be as accurate as possible with this information. So we're going to start out with, let me see if I can line this up so you can see it. With 900,754,717. And add to that 1,146,415,095. We add that together, we have this very large number, and we're going to divide it by 2, and that gives us an average number of shares and these are common shares of 1,023,584,906 shares. Now that's not the number of shareholders, that's the number of shares. Some shareholders may own many, many shares, but that's just the number of shares outstanding. Given this information, let's go ahead and figure out our earnings per share using the formula. So we have the earnings per share, I'm going to go write that down as EPS, is equal to the net income, which we were given above as 4,340,000,000. And then we know the average number of shares is because we figured that out above. And let's go ahead and do our division. So I'm going to use the calculator again. 4,340,000,000. Make sure you get all the zeros in there. Divide by 1,023,584,906. and that gives us a total of 4.24. And this is in dollars because it's dollars per share. There's dollars up here, number of shares here, so our earnings per share is, in this case, $4.24. And once you figure that out, then you can compare that to other corporations to determine whether or not this is a good investment or not. Whether or not it's a good investment, that's an entirely different video, and there are more complications to this. So you're going to want to stay subscribe to this channel so you can see how to deal with preferred stock and some of the other things that could be involved with earnings per share. Until next time, keep your grade alive and subscribe. Thank you.